In today's video, I am going to be breaking down different basketball plays that work extremely well if you've got a center who just so happens to be your best player or a fantastic offensive option for your team. So let's get down. Let's check this out really quickly. If you want to know what app I'm using to be able to draw plays, it's down in the description below for 10% off. It's the Playbook. And also make sure to go check out my 5-out complete guide. That is down there as well if you're looking for an easy offense to be able to run with pretty much any team. Let's get down. Let's check out these basketball plays. Okay, so first off, this is a 4-high play. We're going to be having 2 post players in the high post and 2 wings. What we are going to start with in this play is by having players 3 as well as players 2 setting a screen on 5 and 4. When this happens, player 1 is going to make the decision, and he's either going to dribble out towards the right or towards the left side. The reason being is, let's say, just for argument's sake, player 4 and 5 both use the screen and player 1 then dribbled out towards this side. After this screen, we're going to have player 3. He's going to, instead of rolling to the basket, he's going to be popping up to the 3-point line. And then we're going to be having player 2 cutting down towards the low post. This is really going to be confusing teams because now this is going to give the option to pass to player 2 or to player 5. If the pass goes into player 2, that just means that this was going to be a layup and he better hit that layup. If the pass goes out to player 5, this is going to be now a screen towards the baseline for player 5, and player 1 is going to go and set a screen on player 3. This is going to give our player 5, our center, the ability to now attack the basket and hope that this man switches off. If that's the case, player 3 and 2 are going to be open as options for him to pass to. We're going to have player 4 drifting down towards the corner. This could be a kick-out pass to player 4. And after this screen, we're going to have player 1 setting up in the high post where player 5 can make the pass to player 4. This is going to give the opportunity for player 5 to pass, but it's also going to give him the opportunity to drive to the basket and score. This is going to give him essentially the role of a point guard, but as a center. The other reason why I like centers or players making plays, making passing plays from the baseline, is because now the defense, let's say they're set up in a zone, just as an example, even though this is not really a zone offense. Well, now you're passing from behind the defense. Or even if the defense is here, and now player 4 is moving down this way, now the defense is obviously going to be in a way having their heads turned towards player 5, or they're going to be looking at their man and trying to stay in eye contact with both their man and the ball. And when this is the case, this is going to give open opportunities for player 5 to be able to get these passes out, or for these players to cut back door. So just as an example, let's say player 3 switched off. Let's say player 2 switched off onto player 5. Let's say player 5 switched and he's now on player 2. And let's say player 4 may not have been able to stay and keep up with player 4 blue. And let's say player 3 is still on player 3. And we have player 1 on player 1. Let's just say that happened. So now player 5 could attack the mismatch because obviously player 2 is a massive mismatch. He could attack that, or player 4 could cut back door if his man wasn't paying attention. This could be a pass to player 4. There's also the opportunity for player 1 to cut. This could be a pass to player 1. Or if player 5 is collapsing down, as we would expect for a trap in the corner, player 2 can then cut to the basket, and this could be a pass to player 2 for the layup. This gives our offensive players to read and react to the defense that is on the court and what is happening on the court when it comes to the defensive side. Now, I am a massive fan of the Horns offense. Horns, as well as 5-out, is my favorite sets. And you can obviously go check out the playbook to the Horns offense down in the description below as well. But what we are going to start with is having player 4 setting the screen for player 5. When this happens, player 1 is going to dribble out towards the right side to create a better passing angle. And then player 5 is going to use that screen. If his man goes over top of the screen, this is going to allow player 5 to cut in towards the rim. This could be a pass by player 1 to player 5 for the layup. If player 2 red comes down to try and cut that pass off, then player 1 can pass to player 2, and player 2 is the one who can take that shot. In this case, 2 would be the backup option for player 5. If player 5 obviously doesn't have anyone covering, he can score. Help defense comes down, he can kick it. He's got a few different options, but generally speaking, at least the first time you're running this, you're probably going to have player 5 being wide open. Second time, player 2 is going to come down. That's going to give us a 3-point option by player 2. And then, of course, if they continue to never guard player 5, you just keep on hitting him every single time with that pass, and he's going to be able to get you some easy points. But this is a play that generally works 2 or 3 times in a row, and then the other team stops it. Now, if you are like my high school team that I have this year, your center is going to be your point guard. And when your center is your point guard, you need to get him some post touches. It just so happens that my tallest guy is also my best ball handler and passer, so that's what he's going to be playing. And what we're going to be having is, I call this 5-out post. He's going to pass over to player 1, and he's going to cut down to the low post. Player 4 is going to fill up, player 3 is going to fill up, but when this happens, we want a quick pass down to player 2 so that we have a better passing angle into player 5. Now, when this happens, we're going to have the pass into player 5, and now one of a few things can happen. Weak side cuts first. Player 3 cuts. This could be a pass to player 3 for the layup. If that doesn't happen, then we have the strong side cut, ball side cuts. This could be a floater or a layup for player 1. If that's not open, player 3 fills up, player 4 fills out, player 1 fills out to this side. And now, while everyone is sprinting around, player 5 needs to be able to hit player 4 with that pass while he's running. This can't wait. Either player 5 goes to score or he kicks that ball out. It's one or the other. When this happens, player 5 can either fill out to the other side and we can swing this ball back around, where now player 3 gets that pass. As soon as player 3 passes, he cuts down into the low post now. Now player 3 is going to be in the low post. Player 1 passes to player 5. He passes to player 3. You can also run the same exact play this way. Instead of having player 4 and 2 fill up, you can keep them where they were. And this is how I personally am running this same play, because this actually opens up a lot more angles away from the defense, where now the weak side cuts. If he's open, you hit him. If not, he fills out. Player 2 fills up. Player 4 fills out. And now, strong side cuts. Strong side cuts, he could be open for that shot. If not, he fills out. And now, when he's filling out, we want player 2 to sprint his butt around to the far side. Player 3 passes the ball out to player 2. Now let's just say, for example, we've ran this a few times. Let's say we haven't found the opportunity to score. Player 3 can go and set a screen on anybody on the court. What this does for us is, let's say player 3 sets that back screen on player 4 while player 2 has that ball. Well, when this happens, this screen, we're going to have player 4 cut to the basket. This could be a layup. If that's not a layup, let's say they switched, player 4 fills out. Player 3 now has an absolutely wide open lane to cut, because now this man switched off. He's now on the wrong side of player 3 to be able to guard him, and this will be a guaranteed basket. This gives a lot of different opportunities for the center position, but still for other players as well, and it's still a motion that you can run, and it works for every single player. I hope that this video has helped you win more games. Make sure to go check out the Playbook app that is down below, but also my 5-out complete guide and Horns basketball playbook that is down in the description as well. I'll see you guys again in my next video.